Hi, my name is Bill Riedel. I've been in the sign business most of my life, and I come from Little Ferry, New Jersey. That's the northeast corner of the state. And went right into sign painting after I came out of 2 years in the Navy. And my main objective actually was a commercial arts school, but at that time the schools were all overcrowded with ex-GIs. And well, I found a good school in Newark, and I took their entrance exam, and I passed it in the spring of the year. And while waiting for the fall, I thought it would be a good deal to get a job in a sign shop, because lettering is a good part of advertising. And I was fortunate to get the job. And when the fall came around, I loved the lettering aspect so much that I chose a 6-month lettering course in the Republic School of Fine and Show Card Lettering in New York City, as opposed to a 4-year college course. Okay. So I was working in the sign shop, going to this school at the same time, and I was very fortunate. I honestly believe I was born with an ability, and while going to this school, after only a few months, the owner spent a lot of time at my bench and told me one day that my work was leading the class, people who were there longer than me. At the end of the course, they wanted all of my practice work to make a new album, album or brochure. In other words, at graduation, everyone got one of these books that had the entire lettering course in it.
And begin.
Okay, now this was very encouraging, and I got to work for approximately 8.5 years in a sign shop. And while working there, I learned a lot, and I got to do surface gilding. And I thought that this was the top of the line. Once you do that, you're on top of the world. I developed a love of gold leafing. But when I learned of gold leaf on glass, I said, now this is really the top, the elite. You don't go better than that in the sign business. And I wanted so much to learn, but the man that I worked for would not teach me. And I did everything but get down on my hands and knees and begged him. And finally, after 8.5 years, he told me that the only reason he wouldn't teach me is that at this time I'd be able to go in business for myself. It was the last thing on my mind. I just wanted to do the gold. After 8.5 years, my expenses grew, such as getting married and buying a home and whatnot. I could not remain where I was working. I was basically forced to go in business for myself. And now I had the opportunity to do what I wanted with gold. And although at this time I had no knowledge of gold on glass, but thanks to that wonderful book that was originally written by LeBlanc, I got a lot of instruction, and I was basically self-taught. And to give you an idea of all the gold I've done over the years, both surface and water gilding, I have a cardboard box, a good-sized box. It's filled with empty gold leaf books. And I always used the gold leaf books on my palette, so they did not become garbage. They were still useful. And after so many years of gilding and learning that patent gold, in my way of gilding, was not good at all. In fact, I told someone, I said patent gold to me was a dirty word. Forgive me, but I just found the loose gold, and also by talking to so many of the letterheads throughout the country and out of the country, they all agreed that loose gold was the way to go. They liked it, they enjoyed it. So I stuck with it for so many years, and even had a race with my own son, where he demanded, he insisted he could do better and faster than me, so we had a contest, set it up. He did half the sign, I did the other half, and he did not win. So that settled that argument. But now, after all of these years, and I know everybody tells me I don't look it, but I am 87 years old. And for the first time in my life, I have to change my ways. I know now that patent gold can be used on glass, but not only used on glass, but extremely successfully. And I am at a point where I want to get on a rooftop and shout it so everyone that does glass gilding knows about it, because they all know the hours of frustration when they're first learning to lay leaf on glass, and the time that is wasted. And this is really, I think, the best possible news after all the years of belonging to Letterheads, that I can give something back that I think is extremely valuable. And I am thrilled that this happened now before I'm too old to do it and pass away. But I just can't explain how happy I am to be able to do this. I am so pleased to introduce Noel Weber, who I know really isn't necessary, but for those who don't know him, he is the man, the best I know as gold leaf in this country. And he has taught me so much. I could never thank him enough. And
right back at you, Bill.
Thank you. But we're here, and I'm so happy to be working with Noel to show what I think is the best thing that came along in years. And I want to try to show as many people as possible, because I can see a great time saver and money saver all at the same time. What I've been telling everybody is that don't try to work from here, because every time you try to get only one, you get two or three, and by the time you finally get one, your size is setting up already. So I think that the most efficient way is to take a few out, and already there's probably more than one right there. You can't put them out. It's nice to be able to take them up separately. Look at the wrinkles.
That's probably enough, huh?
Yeah, that's all that would
Okay.
really. I'm just sizing the glass now. And I'm going to pick up the leaf. Show you the difficult process. Normally, that's all it's to it. And the best part is that now it can be done so fast that you could just continue putting on leaf after leaf.
Lays pretty darn flat, doesn't it? Nice. Yeah.
Oh, this is Minetti leaf, and it's the only one that I know of that works like this. Other brands, I'm not trying to knock them, but I've tried them and they do not work. They're a disaster. So that's
Yeah. You know, we do a similar process, Bill, when we water gild lines, like
Right.
you know, like on a door or something, where you have a line that's 5 foot long. We take roll gold and I learned this trick from Greg Heger. Like that. Up.
perfect.
Yeah.
And those out of the country, I just hope you realize how much good you've done.
You're welcome, Bill. You know, and his spirit's still well and alive. And we're
Share.
really grateful for that.
Share all that experience and the quality. You know, it's not just something casual. This is, to me, extremely important. I'm very happy to present my very good friend, Phil Gee, of Gee Signs. He is responsible for this video.
Partially responsible.
And I'll let him tell you exactly how it happened.
I was reading a very old Signs of the Times that said you could put patent gold on glass for reverse gilding, and it said you would let it adhere to the water and the paper would dry and fall off. And then I thought Bill's technique was to take loose gold and use the book to apply it to the back of the glass. So I thought, well, what if we took patent gold and did the same thing, only pulled the paper off really quick to transfer it, and we had pretty good results.
Excellent.
We can even cut the leaf into strips or patches, and it's very saving. Now we just spoke with a friend that says that maybe, you know, there's the quality of the gold could be a little bit different, but we use a 21 gram weight Minetti gold, which is very thick and does an excellent job, very good commercial job. It probably maybe not jeweler quality, but very excellent, very acceptable results we've gotten with it.
I am very proud to know and introduce Urban Billmeier. He's the man that made the magic gold, and how we're working.
I work for W&B Gold Leaf, and the product we make is Warren and Billmeier Gold Leaf. My great-grandfather apprenticed in Chicago in the late 1800s and established the business in 1905. I'm the fourth generation now running the business, and hopefully there'll be another generation to follow me. Doing my best to get it through my years. That's really what it is. Keep a quality product, fair prices, and good service. Treat people, because we're all in the same place. We're a small business, and respect other small businesses. It's really what it's about. We kind of break down the people that use gold leaf into artists, sign writers or sign makers, and architectural gilders. And the sign users, each as a whole, maybe they're not buying huge quantities, but it's a big group that they're kind of our favorite group, if you want. We like them all, but this group we take care of, and they're the ones that keep us around. When architectural gilding is going, it's great. It's a lot of work. It's big business, but it's not always there. And the sign guys, you know, we've come out of some hard times just now, which affected all of us, but we made it. And you take care of the little guy, and they're going to be there to keep you going through all the years, and that's really what it is.
One of the highlights in my life was to be asked to come here and participate in doing all the hand lettering and gold leafing when the museum first started. And this is an example of the gold leaf that I love to do, known as, if you're not familiar, as the Matte Center. The bright gold and black outline, and just the type of work I love to do.
Ooh, test. I'm going to show you how to do this wonderful statue here. We have two sides in the center position. I'll make shadows on it so you can't see it, or you know, put it over here and you can see it.